Spaghetti. Yes. All right. Harness is through the car. We're going to wire this up, wire them up. Gonna put it somewhere here in the glove box with a plate. Should look banger. How's it going, guys? Steve from Stavjet Auto. Got another episode for you guys today, and stick around. If you have a VL, VK, whatever, that type of early Commodore, we're doing a Fusebox relocation into the glove box. Behind me, VL Calais, we're working on, helping out, wire up an RB30 and doing a couple of bits and pieces, tidying up and whatnot. But stick around and I'm going to show you guys relocating this fuse box into the glove box. So, relocating the fuse box in, so obviously you're going to have to pull that fuse box out. Customer's already done that, but so you'll strip apart and then you'll pull the wiring through the, I think it's somewhere here. There's usually where the factory wiring harness goes up through and then up the firewall into the bay. And I think the ECU is somewhere over here. So yeah, here we go. So got to get the wiring harness through the cabin, and then you're left with something like this bundle of joy. Now customers got one of these fused panels. I personally wouldn't use one of these. I'd just go straight to like a busman fuse box panel and, you know, have your panels up in there. But this is where we're at, so this is what we're working with. Now customers already set up something like here. You can probably see I've pulled apart how many of the relays because they were going to nowhere. And we are tidying up. So we're also installing a Haltech Elite 2500. We're gonna have to cut up some of the glove box and make up or fab up a panel to house the relays and the fuses, and we'll also add in some relays, and I'll show you guys, I guess, the final product or as we go through. And yeah, stick around and hope you enjoy it. Spent a couple of hours going through the spaghetti. I've mapped them all out, jotted down all the relays that we're going to use, how we're going to create the relay panel. I've already did a template as well, cardboard template for the glove box, so the panel, and then I'm going to cut that out of some 1.6 alloy flat sheet. So now that I've attacked that, cut out all the unneeded wiring that we didn't need, and now we are going to start, I guess, cutting all this to length and doing up some sort of like a relay that will go on the panel there. So we're gonna be changing up these mini relay holders for some micro relay holders. Yeah, we're gonna, I guess, condense those mini relay holders, and we'll be able to slot in more relays in within the panel. Yeah, so I'll come back once I've done the micro relays and got the relays all sorted, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So you'll see we've got some L plate, and we've just put the fuse, the relay blocks, mounted them on. And then those two mounting lugs mount on either end there. So now, customer had already done the wiring for the headlights in the guards, so they've popped that through in there. I would have went up in here if it was me, up somewhere up there, and mounted all like the ECU fuse box stuff all here. But yeah, it's in a prick of a spot, this. So I've made a plate here which will go right there with the ECU and the wideband controller, and I'll show you that right now. I've ended up making the fuse relay panel that's gonna sit in the glove box, and I've also made a plate that's gonna sit in the passenger footwell, where that area is there, that panel, the kick panel. So without further ado, came up really nice, so we'll give that coat of paint and the passenger kick panel plate. Yeah, so you'll see, I'll show you guys why I had to notch this out, and that'll make a little bit more sense. But yeah, that came up nice. Very happy with that. Give that a lick of paint, give that a lick of paint. Should be mint. Alright guys, back into it. Couple days in, I've had a shave, had a haircut, yeah, where we're up to, Fusebox is all done. Let's go have a look at it. Turned out mint. Alright, I guess, here we go. Ready? Oof. Alright, so Fusebox relay panel all mounted up. Very happy, very happy. Have a look at that. Looks mint. So we've wired up the decoder digital box for this, so it'll have a gear position sensor over there, and we wired up the IQ3 street, so that's all the fuel level indicators, high beams, what have it. But look, the impact that this then has on the bay, which we are going to see now, is, look at it. All right, so that's the Fusebox relay panel all done. Turned out mint. Actually, I'm going to show you another thing. Mounted the ECU. Let's get a light onto it. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, hang on. There we go. So made up this plate because it's all ripply in the kick panel, so you mount this and one nutsert's going to be like in, and yeah, so made the panel, mounted the O2, mounted the ECU, came out mint. Have a look at that. That is an install job and a half. So we've got the fuse box for the Haltech. We'll just zip tie that up. So, but look at that. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Came out mint. So how we set it up, we've got the auxiliary fuel pump and primary fuel pump, and then this is set up. Actually, look at that. Look at it. Just wanted to show it again. And then we've got the Can you see it? Probably not. It's pretty dark, isn't it? Yeah, but 2 relays for the 044s that are underneath the car. Yeah, so that's that. To the engine bay. So we have done a couple of mods to the Haltech terminated harness. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting like the terminated RB harness, all for it. You know, depending on the injectors and whatnot, there were a couple of changes that we had to make to this. We also installed the PRP, or the Platinum Racing Products R35 kit. Have a look at this. FG Falcon Thermo. We're utilizing the low speed, high speed. It is beautiful. This thing, in rush current is like 50 amps or something, and setting it up with the low speed, high speed, they come on so smooth. And I think the FG total amperage on high, once it's already kick started, was only like 20 amps, 22 amps. So yeah, we've got the soft start, so the low speed will kick in, and then we'll have the high speed kick in. Turned out mint. We fixed up the pop-ups. One of the lugs on the actual motor itself, the solder broke the wire, so we fixed that up. And yeah, so we've set up all the wiring for the customer. So yeah guys, again, thanks for watching something new. Hope you guys enjoyed it, hope you liked it. Don't forget to leave any comments, whatnot. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys.